People don't play FIFA because they like the game. People play FIFA because they like football, and EA Sports gives us the best version of a football simulator. It's a sentence that's been stuck in my head for days now as I plan this video. Can anybody right now say that FIFA is a good football game? It's just the best of what we got. And yesterday I put a tweet up asking you all what you guys expect from FIFA 21. We're going to be going through them replies soon. It's not great, I'll be honest. Here on this channel, roughly March of last year, 2019, we found out about Volta. Together with FootSpy, we were the first in the world to break Volta to you guys. Volta, of course, was a massive disappointment. This year, I haven't heard too much. As soon as I do, you'll be the first to hear it. But what we do know is how badly Volta went, right? We thought at the points it could be an extension to pro clubs, it could be something to do with Ultimate Team, it could be a playable game mode and not just terrible. Like, what is Volta? Have you opened it? EA Sports have announced that FIFA 21 will be dropping between September the 18th to the 25th of 2020 as usual. However, this is an awful global health pandemic that's currently going on, so there have been a lot of rumours of a delay. I've even seen and tweeted out some screenshots which I questioned whether they were fake at the time about whether this is being delayed. People obviously trying to get some clout off of the fact that FIFA might be delayed in the scene. But let's be real, this is EA Sports, okay? We would be talking about 14 nuclear crises and maybe 38 global health pandemics before they even considered delaying a Lightning Rounds release. Profits, guys, come on. It would take a lot to get in the way of EA support securing the bag. And to prove that, this is a company that has released TOTSSF. An acronym I wasn't familiar with. I don't play any Ultimate Team, but I saw this, I had to ask a mate what it meant. Every year, they of course release special, upgraded, incredible versions of players to the Ultimate Team game mode. The Team of the Season. Now obviously the season hasn't ended yet, so instead of, I don't know, waiting or just releasing a Team of the Season early, I mean, especially considering the season hasn't ended yet, they added so far, so it stands for Team of the Season so far. I think we can all really work out why they've added the so far there. And a lot of you will say, oh, come on, man, it's like giving a lot of people something to do at home. True. I know EA Sports, I know the so far is that if these games do resume soon, and we do get a rushed end to the Bundesliga, La Liga, Premier League, Serie A, they're going to release another Team of the Season. And I've got a name to suggest. I think we'll be looking at TOTSNTSIAO. Totsnutsiano. Team of the Season now that season is actually over. Wonder what colours they'll be. Now, FIFA 21 is also the year of the PlayStation 5 and the new X generation Xbox. They're scheduled for release, right? So the PlayStation 5 is likely to drop sometime between October and December of 2020. And this is actually really interesting because this means they can release FIFA 21 twice. Once for the PS4 and once for the PS5. Assuming that's how they're going to do it, you'll have a double release, which is just money. On the 15th of November 2013, the PlayStation 4 was released to the world, and of course they dropped FIFA 14 twice then, once for the PS3 and once for the PS4. Now that makes FIFA 21 extra lucrative for EA Sports. So to suggest EA Sports could possibly delay, it doesn't really fit the business mold. They need to release in September for the PlayStation 4. Sell as many of those copies to early consumers like me and to a lot of you guys who can't wait to get your hands on a new FIFA. And then of course, because we've already bought FIFA, they'll give it for us for free on the PlayStation 5. No. Don't be stupid. We'll have to buy it twice, and it will probably be like £90 on a PlayStation 5 again. So they need to release in September, sell as many copies as possible, and then release again in November. A double release. Then you've got the Christmas rush. I mean, Team of the Year straight after. It's going to be a very lucrative year for EA Sports. November is going to be a very expensive month for you gamers, so that's just like a heads up. Be aware of that. The graphics on the PlayStation 5, which you've been watching for the past minute or so, are absolutely incredible. There's going to be real pressure on EA Sports to release a game that can keep up, and I kind of want to discuss that at a little bit of length. For years, EA Sports have been putting profits ahead of progress. No interest in creating a better game. FIFA 21 has the potential to be the best FIFA title ever, but I mean, what am I... So did FIFA 20. and 19 and 18 and 17. You get where this is going. The new console should bring a new game engine, and it should really revolutionise the way that football is simulated on the game of FIFA. I mean, it should bring better gameplay, smoother and more realistic, whilst balancing the realism with actually a little bit of fun, because we can all agree FIFA 20 is not that enjoyable to play. The gameplay is so one-dimensional on this release, and the whole thing needs a revisit. The new consoles will be a perfect time for EA Sports to do this, and I'm sure they'll develop a new game engine to replace Frostbite and tell us the reason behind the game being so poor for the last couple of years was that the game engine Frostbite couldn't keep up, wasn't good enough on the PlayStation 4, blah blah, blah blah blah. Blah blah. But now we have the PlayStation 5 and all will be well. At least that's what they're going to sell us, and until it isn't, watch the excuses come again and again. I guarantee you EA Sports will be sitting there after FIFA 21 going, well, you know, this is the first year of the PlayStation 5. Give us a chance, you know, we've had to develop a new game engine for this one, so by FIFA 28 we might have actually mastered it, and of course then in comes the PlayStation 6. It would be mental for us not to see a better version of FIFA though, on a much better console, with a lot of time being put into this. Obviously, with everything that's going on in the world at the moment, it's not going to have helped the development. I don't know if the team's been able to work on it as much as they have possibly wanted to. We'll see though. For me, I believe that FIFA 21 was probably nearly ready around the FIFA 20 release, right? They knew the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Next Gen were coming. They knew what they had to deal with, and they probably had a separate team working on developing that to the new system for years, trying to get it ready, and well, I'd hope so at least. For FIFA 21, I predict Volta to return. I mean, I can't see EA having the minerals to ditch the concept over just 1 year in circulation. I think they'll realise the flop that Volta has been, and it will look at developing it further to try and prove a point and stick their chest out and say, look, it's actually great, yeah. Volta. It's probably going to look at being on the same 3-year cycle that the Journey had, so be prepared for that. FIFA 22 trailer, we're going to be seeing Alex Hunter, Ronaldo chop some bins on fire in Volta. Just get ready for it. I hope I'm wrong. For me, Volta's a complete waste of time, because clearly they don't have any intention of developing it to what the people want. The people wanted a micro game mode to do with FIFA Street, right? Maybe one you could use your pro club in, maybe one you could use Ultimate Team in, something 5v5, 3v3 street mode that you could play with friends. They of course didn't add this. It's too much of a competitor to Ultimate Team. It takes people away from the cash cow. Why would they make a game mode that could compete and take users away who are spending money on Ultimate Team? End of the day. The concept of Volta, we can all agree, is brilliant, right? FIFA Street, we all loved it. But they got it so wrong, and I really don't think they have the ability to get it right. But I hope I'm wrong. I know a few people will be sitting there like, you're too negative about this game, but I've been a content creator on FIFA for like 5 years now. I've been playing this game for like 15 years. I seriously have seen too much. It's so hard to be optimistic. EA Sports have dropped the ball pretty much every available opportunity for too many years. And we know that pack systems will return, exploiting people for their money in return for loot crates that just really do not ever live up to the value of what you're spending. FIFA Ultimate Team packs will be the main push for sure. I'm sure there's going to be some shiny cards in all sorts of new colours for you guys to get so excited about. Pro Clubs probably isn't going to get any changes, small updates, a couple of tweaks and fixes. I'd be impressed if I saw anything else. If I find out, you guys know I'll tell you straight away. And career mode, probably going to get a couple of new changes again that people get excited about pre-release until they find out the game doesn't work for 3 months again. That went well, didn't it, for FIFA 20? I know Twitter can be a little bit of an echo chamber at times, but I do have to say I love it, and the replies to this tweet are brilliant. So let's look through a few of my favourite on what you guys, the community, had to say about me asking you what you're expecting from FIFA 21. Now, I've looked through all of these tweets, maybe close to 1,000 replies and quoted, and I haven't seen a positive one. FIFA 20 and FIFA 21. Me looking forward to FIFA 21. Simply same as this year. FIFA career mode. Absolutely nothing. New Volta unlockables. Too hyped to think about. Maybe even like different coloured socks. Nothing is a little bit of a theme going on here. The same, but now in red. If you like red, cutscenes your man. A novelty game mode to lead the marketing campaign. Smashed it. Absolutely smashed it. Disappointment. Pro footballer, by the way. Disappointment. Content creator, by the way. I'll be honest, it's a little bit of a madness. You can take your time to go over to my Twitter and have a look through these. They do go on for a while, and I might have even underestimated saying 1,000 replies. I think we're looking at a little bit more than that, I'll be honest. And not a single positive one. Not a single bit of positivity. I mean, staggering. I want to end it looking at this one. More foot whilst the other game modes crumble. As I said in my FIFA is dying video, which you guys just absolutely loved. Like over 21,000 likes on that video, I'm pretty sure, which for a channel my size is staggering. The push for esports, the push for Ultimate Team, the push for loot crates and packs has killed FIFA as a franchise for me. The last like 5 years have just been getting worse and worse every single year, and like this guy says, because all they do is care about foot. They don't put any time or effort into career mode, to pro clubs, to making the gameplay playable and enjoyable. It's all about shiny packs, profits over progress, like I said in the intro. And until EA Sports decide to change that model, we're going to continue to get an awful game. The problem is, there isn't a better one. All of us who watch this video right now, all of us who play FIFA, we love football. We only play it because we love football. PES, it's getting better, it's still so far off. And I don't care if you love the game, I'm sorry, that's just my opinion. It's not in the same bracket as FIFA. They don't have the same budget to create the game, and it just isn't a competitor to me. Especially for me, all I love is pro clubs, and they don't even have a specific make a pro clubs game mode with your friends, so I don't see the point. They're going to continue to push Ultimate Team in FIFA 21, and it's just going to be obvious. They might release Volta again with some online playable modes, but it's never going to compete. If it does, I hold my hands up and say well done. I just want a good game. You might sit there and think, this guy moaning, man, oh, so negative. Oh, he's moaning for views, he loves it. If the game was good, my life would be a lot better. Like, this isn't good for me. Like, I don't like moaning about a game. I don't like having a Pro Clubs channel where Pro Clubs hasn't had an update for 10 years. Like, it doesn't benefit me, okay? I'm not here like, God, tell you what, now the camera's off. I really hope they release a bad game again so I can just get it. No, if FIFA 21 drops and it's the best FIFA of all time, I will be the first to praise it, and I will be ecstatic to actually make content that's enjoyable to play. I don't know how some of my peers do it on YouTube. I really don't. I'm the Pro Clubs guy, right? I play with my mates on Pro Clubs. I get to honestly just enjoy my mates' company whilst we mess around on a game. It's really got little to do with the fact that Pro Clubs is terrible. If I had to sit there and play career mode or play Ultimate Team this year, I might have just jumped straight out of that window. There's a window there. So to sum up, I'm not too excited. I can't be. I really don't think we're going to get much. I think they're going to focus on a new game engine because it's a new console, and hopefully we get a good one. That's all we can really ask for. Volta's definitely returning. We know they've got too big an ego to drop that like after 1 year. And to end it all, guys, I just want to know more of your opinions because I genuinely do like that tweet. Go through them and enjoy taking the feedback from you, and that's what helps create these videos. So comment section down below, let me know what you think. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like on it, subscribe to the channel, that really helps me out. And yeah, fingers crossed we get a good game. As soon as I find out anything else about FIFA 21, I'll let you guys know straight here on the channel. Hopefully we can break some news to you in the next few weeks.